I hate cables on my desk, so I bought a wireless keyboard. But after all, it's still impossible to get rid of the plug-in, charging cycle. To solve this problem of battery life, I can keep the power cord plugged in all the time. As long as I don't unplug the wires, I don't need to plug it in again and again. I have to say, it really makes sense. But guess why I bought a wireless keyboard? Or I can get a wireless charging keyboard. Unfortunately, there isn't so much product on the market, so we decided to do it by ourselves. We need to buy a modulator, coils, and a transmitter. After some welding and drilling job, we finally get a wireless charging keyboard. Wow, great! But actually, when I use it, is it charged? After I unconsciously move the keyboard from a more convenient position, it still prompts low battery on my screen. Now, I finally understand why other manufacturers don't make it. Apple has tried AirPower before. They stacked several coils to increase the charging area, which seems to solve this problem. So, we tried as well. The charging area has indeed become larger, but here's the problem. They still have some breakpoints area in the middle. I still have to align these charging points every time, and if it's not accurate, the efficiency is incredibly low. Besides, the heating problem is very serious. No matter if the coils are accurate or not, these coils interfere with each other, which causes a lot of energy loss. Well, it's reasonable for Apple to give it up. So, is there really no way to solve this problem? After we read some papers about wireless power transfer, we found out that there's another type of wireless charging which is called resonance wireless charging. Instead of using electromagnetic induction, resonance charging allows us to obtain the energy in a larger field. However, this technology requires much more fine-tuning to make it work. First, finding a precise frequency and highly coupling the coils takes us times and times of trial. If we just maintain 200 kHz frequency, the power wouldn't be enough to support a keyboard. And finally, we chose 6.78 mHz to transfer power. Let me give you an example. Power transfer is like using a train to load cargoes, and each wave is a carriage. Ideally, every carriage contains full energy to destination. But after we separate coils, the loading efficiency turns low. Each carriage can only contain little energy. What we did is to use a lot of small cars instead of one train, so that we need much higher frequency to pass through enough cars. But after the speed turns up, the loading and unloading process became harder. So we made a sophisticated loading machine to work with cars in the very same frequency, which is called coupling and resonance. In real world, the coupling job made us pain in the ass. And second, in order to make charging zone larger, we tried to make a wider magnetic field, which means a big transmitting coil and a relatively small receiver. Well, that works. But the magnetic field intensity varies from center to corner. We still need to flatten the magnetic field. So we have tried these. We finally got a pretty good magnetic field. Well, to be honest, we've done this in about 3 years ago. But only until recently, we have finally finished the fine-tune and started mass production. And during this period, we did a lot of detailed enhancement. For example, we added magnetic shielding material to increase coupling efficiency. We also modified the coils to fit keyboard and mouse, which give keyboard more power and allow mouse to move in a larger area. In the end, we created the JSD suit, as you can see now. On JSD wireless charging desk mat, you can place your keyboard and mouse wherever you want, without worrying about battery runs out. With it, you no longer need cables and have a real charging freedom. Maybe you ask, I want to charge my phones and AirPods on it. Is that okay? It is exactly what we want. But here's the problem. The mobile phone and earphones use QI wireless charging protocol, which is not compatible with our resonance charging. So we added 2 QI charging areas for traditional wireless charging devices. As you can see, I'm very upset about QI charging coils. So in these 3 years, we also did some improvement. We invented multi-thread winding technology to make large coils, which gives us 2 cm moving tolerance. You don't need to worry about whether the position is correct or not. The multi-thread winding reduces electrical resistance by 4 times than ordinary coils, which allows you to charge your phone with case on and have 15 watts charging power. For my iPhone, I can charge 60% battery in just 1 hour. We also use flat wire to increase slot filling rate, which compact 2 coils in just 4 mm JSD desk mat. And last, the heating problem bothers me a lot. In fact, a lot of heat is caused by the controller. So the best strategy is to separate the controller and the coils to dissipate heat. Therefore, we gathered the main control of all the coils in this area and chose aluminum alloy as cover, which is not only better for heat dissipation, but also looks elegant. In addition, we've added some small designs to let use more convenient. With gallium nitride charger, we can reduce the temperature of high-speed charging. Here's a specially designed cable. You can choose either side according to your desktop layout. You can see the charging status of devices through these indicators. A USB Type-C output port is reserved, just in case you have temporary needs. We also have soft masks in other colors to match a personalized desktop. Well, in general, JSD set is a breakthrough product for us. We spent more than 4 years to create a truly wireless desktop, and you can get a real freedom of use not only for your keyboards and mouse, but also for all wireless charging devices. If you are interested in this, welcome to participate in our crowdfunding campaign on Kickstarter. And if you want to know more about our ergonomic design story, feel free to watch our previous video. Well, that's it. See you next time.